Georgetown was coming off of an overtime loss to Temple, so we knew that not only were they adjusting to this surface, but they were also tired from overtime. So no matter what games they're coming off of, Georgetown's always scrappy and feisty and works hard, so we knew it was going to be a dogfight.
After the game on Friday, you could kind of sense that this team didn't think that other teams were better than them anymore. And then you see today, 36 seconds in, Sam takes it herself and scores. I mean, how exciting is that for you as the coach?
The confidence that they're starting to understand comes from having those successful moments, and the poise that it takes to pull off those moments. They're growing exponentially every time they step on the pitch, and for freshmen to play with that composure, it's unusual, but it is very exciting to see.
Talk about freshmen playing with composure. I asked you about Gretchen on Friday, and then today another freshman getting the player of the game,
Yeah.
Hannah McKeon. I mean, she also had another really good game.
Yeah, I mean, Hannah did, all of our defenders today, Pam and Gretchen and Hannah King and Hannah McKeon and VSP, they all did a lot of just really gritty, unsexy work back there to create attacking situations. And I'd say for the first half, they played under pressure a lot and were able to sort of mitigate that. So all of our defenders were sort of the unsung heroes today for creating those attacking moments that we ultimately got to finish on.
Georgia Beachley ties it up later in the game.
Yeah.
It was originally called back, but then awarded, and you could just tell the momentum had swung. What's it like to see your team respond like that?
I mean, those are those moments that as a coach, it's just nice to see that they're taking that ownership on the field and they're shifting the energy. And instead of responding to another team's energy or attack, they're starting to generate their own. And for a team, predominantly of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors with no senior leadership out on the pitch, it sets them up really well for the years to come.
And then in overtime, Georgia gets called on to take the stroke. What have you been seeing from her in practice and in games to know that she was going to be the one?
We've been practicing stroke every once in a while. In a practice session, I'll just randomly blow the whistle and do stroke, and I just like to see who wants to step up and take it and who's got that confidence in their abilities. And Georgia is consistently one that's able to step up and willing to step up, and she just has that confidence and that sort of swagger when she steps up to a stroke. She just knows she's going to finish, and she does consistently. So to me, it was a no-brainer. And J-Flo worked her tush off to earn the corner, right? So it's a multi-layered moment that was really something to be celebrated by this team.
How impressed are you with Georgia's progression from when she started here, even when she committed, to this point where she didn't get as much playing time earlier in the season, and then now she's stepping up to take the game-winning stroke?
Well, I mean, any freshman that comes that hasn't trained on a water-based pitch is a little bit behind the eight ball, and that's why normally when you look at Division I programs, you have athletes that show up and they'll redshirt for a year, they'll sit on the year, they'll practice for the fall and then the spring season, and their sophomore, maybe junior year, they start getting some real meaningful minutes. And because of the makeup of this team right now, we've had some freshmen have tremendous opportunities. They've had to learn really quickly and adapt to the style of play, and Georgia is a young woman who wants to be coached. She wants to get better. She's not resistant to hard feedback, and that sets her up really well. That mentality sets her up really well to have that sort of increase in her skill quickly.
I just knew that we had to get it in, and we've been practicing at practice a lot, and so I just knew that I could get it in, and I stepped up, and just taking the stroke, I knew I had to get a lot of power on it. I wasn't really thinking about aim, but it squeaked in. It hit her glove and then went in. But I just looked back before the stroke. I looked at my teammates hugging each other, and I knew that I had to not only do it to win the game, but do it for them, and because we've been working so hard to win.
You scored that second goal, and obviously because it's a little more important, it's the game winner. How's it feel knowing that you were able to score what truly is the game winner today?
It feels amazing, honestly, knowing that I can be impact as a freshman and being able to do that for my team.
You've seen your playing time go up more and more as the season's gone on. You've gotten more and more comfortable, and you've started scoring goals. What's been the progression, or what's the progression been like for you this year?
It's definitely been a lot of learning throughout the season, learning where to be on the field and in different positions, how to communicate and stuff. But my teammates are always there for me and helping me through that.
So I know it had to be a little frustrating when you scored your first goal that originally it was called the outside of the circle.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind knowing that, yes, I did take that extra step to
Yeah. Well, I knew that I've gotten them called back before, so I knew I had to be in the circle, and I knew how important that goal was to tie it up. So I took my time on the shot, and I knew that it was in the circle. So when she almost called it back, I was like, no, but I'm really excited for my team.